Hello everyone. Today is 3rd of May 2021 and I hope you and your loved ones are safe. This video is for the US CPA aspirants. I cleared my CPA examination in January 2021 and after that I've got a lot of calls and inquiries from a lot of CPA aspirants. So what I've done is I've summarized some of the pointers and some of the common questions which were asked invariably in almost all the calls. So starting from the first question, it was about time management. When you are a professional, how do you manage time? And usually the question was on how many hours in a day I have to basically give to my studies to clear all the exams. Second question was on how long does it take, the overall course. So from AICPA guidelines it takes we get 18 months to clear 4 exams. However, we should not be taking that long. So from a practical aspect point of view, we should be targeting 12 months. With a tolerance of say 2 months, so between 10 to 14 months we should be clearing all the 4 exams. That is the safest window to opt for, and so that your credits are not expiring and everything is assured. Coming back to the first question, how much time do I have to put in on a daily basis? So please enroll yourself in CPA only when you have 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis on a working days in a weekday scenario, and during the weekends you have to spend around 4 to 5 hours on a regular basis. Consistency is the key here. So consistency in terms of being disciplined towards providing 2 to 3 hours and 4 to 5 hours during the weekends is what will definitely make you a CPA. So if you are stuck in a project which is highly time consuming, do not start right now. Wait for that moment when you think that you will have at least 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis and all that. Another aspect of the same question or of the same problem is that once you enroll in the CPA, you know what is the course content you have to follow, you know what are the topics you have to cover on a weekly basis, as per your study plan. So once you enroll into it, then you dig yourself into it and you start finding 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis on your own. So that is never a challenge. So my advice will be, yes, we have to be cautious as far as being consistent is concerned, because you cannot take a 15-day break between your studies and start all over it again. You usually forget and a lot of effort is wasted at that point of time. So ensure that you have enough time for the same. Question number 3 is on the course provider. Very important question. Everyone asked it, whether to go for Beckers or Wiley or whatever. So my suggestion will be that in the market there are 2 course providers, Beckers and Wiley, which are the topmost as well. Wouldn't suggest you to go for any third option other than these. Also consider the fact that every course provider has its own limitations and its strengths, right? So here you have to actually match whatever your strengths are and take out the strengths of the course provider and mix and match it in such a way that you pass the exam. So during your study time you have to be motivated enough that no matter what happens, no matter you face what kind of limitation as far as course provider is concerned, your will to become a CPA, your intent is very much clear and you are ready to do anything and everything to clear the exam. So don't put a lot of effort in thinking whether to go for this course provider or not, because as I said, every course provider has its own limitations. At the same time, once you are done with finalizing that, okay, you're going for Wiley. For example, I went for Wiley. I never looked back that I should be going for Becker's now, or should I did regulation from Wiley, so should I go for audit from Becker's? Not like that. Because once you go for a course provider, it becomes a habit to study accordingly, and it is very risky to change or switch to some other course material during your studies, right? So your intent is the second aspect. First aspect is that every course provider has its limitation and its strengths. Third aspect is that if you're not understanding a concept quite well, that is the trigger point for you to understand one thing, that maybe that concept is a little tough and you have to raise your bar to match your skill level with that concept, right? So that's where the growth happens. That's where you become knowledgeable, when you after putting some more effort into your studies, you start understanding things. So that is the point when it adds, or the knowledge comes and you start adding something different which you didn't know till now into your perspective, right? So always try to raise your bar to the extent that you are actually matching the standards of the course material as well, right? Question number 4, value add. So I want to relate it with my previous answer here, that knowledge and excellence are two things which you should strive for while you are opting for any course. ROI or economic benefits is a secondary and a byproduct of everything, right? So once you raise your bar, it actually adds to your perspective. You become a CPA yourself. So that is where value add happens, and it is pretty much evident that people who are CPAs, they're doing pretty well in their professional life, all because of the fact that they have a structure in mind through which they break a bigger problem into small pieces, and they start addressing the problem in such a way that is different from others, and that's how value addition is observed, and it is felt while you are working and you are approaching any problem in the office. Question number 5, which is the last question also, and that talks about opportunities, this question was also widely asked. I would say that a simple test would be to go to LinkedIn and Naukri.com, type CPA there. You will find the list of opportunities which are coming your way. So I have observed that a lot of companies have started writing CPA/CA in the job description, which is a testimony to the fact that definitely there are openings, there are opportunities. Another aspect which I want to add is that if you are currently you are already a professional, for example, you are working as an auditor in a Big Four, right? And now you are doing CPA. So and while you are an auditor, you want to change your profile. So CPA is a very good way out for you, because it covers 4 subjects and all these subjects are pretty much different from each other, right? So once you become a CPA, you gain enough knowledge that you are empowered enough to sit in the interviews for other profiles, which obviously helps you a lot. So 2 aspects as far as opportunities are concerned. So these are some of those common questions which I hope that would help you clear your doubts and take a stand whether you want to go for CPA or not. tough times for India as a country because of COVID and all. At the same time, from CPA perspective, the exam is being conducted in India at a permanent scale now. Most of us are at home, right time to add some knowledge and skills in our portfolio. Let us use this time wisely and hope this too shall pass very soon. All of us will be definitely coming out of it much stronger. Thanks a lot. Take care of yourself. One more thing very important. Please like, subscribe and comment if you have any doubt. Comment if you have any feedback on this video. We'll definitely try to improve. Thanks a lot.